Hello, my name is Queen Baron, and usually when I play Genshin Impact, I'm streaming. But I streamed yesterday. Go watch that if you haven't. I do rant, so be prepared for that. So if you don't want to hear me ranting about stuff, don't watch it because I rant for like a good 20 minutes, I think. But as I was playing today, this dropped. So of course we're gonna do it. We're gonna at least start the first part. I think it's in it might be in sections. I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but I didn't want to wait personally. I'm ready. So I'll like upload this on my obviously later on YouTube probably today, and then can you like upload videos to Twitch, or is it just broadcasting? I don't know. I'll figure it out. But there's Zhongling.
Hey, guess who's here?
Sorry to
Oh,
bother you,
no way!
cuz.
It's the Traveler and Paimon!
Ah,
Yeah,
traveler,
where you
welcome.
been?
Good to see you.
I
What can I
won't
get for
talking to
you?
you.
We want some blackback perch stew!
All right, black back perch stew it is. Make yourselves at home. It'll be right out for you in just a moment.
Thanks, Chef Mal! I was just thinking about you guys, and now you're here. It feels like you heard my call and came running. You mean you were about to come looking for us?
Oh,
Uh-huh.
it's
There's
going
something I
down.
want to discuss with you guys. Did you happen to see how the city looked on the way over here? Everyone's getting ready for the Moonchase Festival.
Oh, I didn't
Moonchase
see. I just
Festival?
teleported here.
Is that
I see the
another one of
lights
Leela's
though.
ancient
That's what they're talking
traditions?
about. Yay.
That's right! Moonchase is a big festival where we celebrate the arrival of the fall by moonlight. The old
So I'm
folks say
assuming we're
that
gonna be talking to
thousands of years
Zhao and
ago,
stuff, right?
this was the time of the
Please.
year when the
That's
Adepti
like
would
really all
seek
I
the
care about. I
way.
just want to see
But
him.
it's completely different nowadays. We eat our favorite foods, spend time with friends and relatives, enjoy the moon and the flowers. So much easier. Basically, we just do all the things that people like doing and don't take a whole lot of effort. Sounds like
Nice.
Paimon's kind of festival. With your great taste in food, Moonchase Festival is sure to be to your liking.
Oh my god, I love how both options can be rude. But Paimon has some good taste. I think. I don't know. Let's agree to
Hey, if
disagree.
you got a problem with Paimon's taste, just spit it out. So are you guys
That's how I
free
be
these
spitting out
days?
the food you be
I'm
selecting.
taking part in this year's Masterful Chefs. If possible, I'd like you to be my culinary consultants.
That's right. Getting some suggestions from friends will broaden your horizons.
Masterful Chefs, huh? So is that like
It
a
really but wouldn't it
competition?
make us like
Right, yeah.
pretty
I guess you
biased because
probably
she's our
haven't heard
friend?
about it before. Every year, Moonchase Festival has a different theme, usually picked by the Qixing. This year's theme is Feast of the Bounteous Land, so the Qixing decided to organize a cooking competition.
Nice.
Feast of the
So like,
Bounteous Land.
sorry if you guys hear
Pretty
noise.
much sums up what Layla's all about. Great
So are we gonna be
theme.
like delivering
I
food and
totally
like cooking
agree.
meals for
I
other
heard it was
characters?
Ningguang that came up with it. She's so amazing and so full of mystery.
Because that sounds amazing. I would love to cook everybody's favorite dish.
Well, I want to take part in the competition, but coming up with new dishes is hard work. By the time you finally thought of something, cooked it, taste tested it, it can be hard to judge whether you're really into something or not. And so, I was thinking, I could get the two of you to help by gathering everyone's thoughts on what makes a great dish. I really want to think outside the box this time. And to do that, I'm gonna need lots of different ideas from lots of different people.
Zhao's opinion
This'll
is
be
the
a
only
piece of
one that
cake.
matters.
We've got friends from all over the map, haven't we?
Yep, can't help being
You
popular.
sound pretty confident. Well,
I love him.
not to brag or anything. But first things first, let's have a delicious one-man meal. After that, we can go around to all of our friends in Leela and get their ideas one by one. Okay, great. Also, Golba should be back soon, so we can all go together.
Here's your black back perch stew, folks.
It smells so good.
Wait, there's only one bowl. Or
It's
is
my
it just the
pleasure.
angle? Because I'm not sharing with her.
That was so delicious. Theory confirmed. This is chili pepper weather.
God, that sounds so
Xiangling
good though. I
can be a
love
bit
chili
of a handful,
peppers.
so please look out for her while you're out and about.
Come on, Dad.
Damn, way
Why
to
would you
embarrass
say
her.
that?
Because I know you all too well, my dear. That's why. You mustn't be quite so reckless when you're out in the wild, you understand? You do well to be a little
I
more
just noticed
cautious,
that on
like our traveler
Xiangling's
friend.
on her
Don't worry,
outfit.
we're all
I
friends
don't know
here. Let's
exactly
all look
like
out for each other.
I don't know like what it's called, but I just recognized the design from Ramen. I think Min Min has like a similar pattern on her uniform, and like it's even squiggly, like a noodle. That's really cool. I never really thought to like look up what that means, but Jiangling has like one of the more interesting designs in the game to me, and I should look up stuff about it because it's really cute.
And Gloma's back. Roly pulling around as usual.
Oh
All
god.
right, let's pack up and head out.
All right, Autobots, roll out. One for the foodies, two for the show. No, they did not. That's amazing. All right, look for some friends to chat with in the city. You got it. And yes, your eyes do not deceive you. I have Kokomi, and I love her to bits. It's Hu Tao! Oh, I was about
So,
to start
it's
singing it.
outside the box thinking
Oh
that we're
god.
looking for, right? Huta always seems to have
God,
a unique
Globo's like kind of
perspective.
scary.
So let's make this our first stop. What? My ears are burning. Did somebody say my name?
Her eyes are so
Yeah,
cool.
it's Paimon and the Traveler. Oh, and Xiangling, too. Oh, of course, Hutao. Way outside the box.
I'm so weak.
Meaning, you're here for some other reason, right? How might I be of assistance? Well, Hutao, I wanted to ask you, what kind of food do you like? What food I like? Off the top of my head, I don't really have an answer. Wow, so even Hutao gets lost for words sometimes. Paimon sure didn't see that coming.
She's like too obsessed with
Come on,
ghosts
even
to
the
care about
chirpiest
food.
birds clock out for the night, right? I'm no different. Pretty sure clocking out isn't something birds do, but okay. Right.
You know what she
There's
means.
no need to overcomplicate it. Just pick a dish and tell me what you like about it. I'm doing some market research.
Because all the characters have a favorite
Launching a new
food.
dish? Well, let me say right off the bat, nothing weird, okay? Some poached fish, a side of shrimp dumplings. That is all you need.
Okay, so she's into like simpler
Poached fish
food.
and shrimp dumplings. That's a bit ordinary, isn't it?
That's a little surprising her from
It is,
Hutao.
and it isn't. Think about it. Poached fish is hot and spicy with a powerful aroma. It's a dynamic dish. Add a side of shrimp dumplings, and
I think you
there's
can
your
just see
static
Global
component.
running around.
Got it? Dynamic? Oh, I can do dynamic. Mushroom slime stew it. No, not that kind of dynamic. A dish is more than substance. It's a mood.
So she's all about that vibe. Okay, Hutao.
From the eyes, ears,
Why didn't nobody
nose,
tell
and
me
mouth.
she was literally just
That's why I call
vibing?
it dynamic. Shrimp dumplings are more subdued, clear and smooth with a pure and subtle fragrance. I call that static. Combining dynamic and static is how you create a perfectly balanced meal. A union between opposite but complementary features coexisting in perfect harmony. Paimon didn't follow that at all. But at the same time, it kind of sounded smart.
Yeah, she sounded like an art student.
Okay, dynamic and static. Opposite, but complementary. So is this just another way of saying you should keep everything balanced? You know, a little meat, a little veggie, a little salt, a little sugar? Bingo! Except I don't think you need to have a sweet dish for it to be a complete meal. Personally, I always skip dessert. Okay.
Well, Zhao is like the opposite
At
then.
first I
Ow,
thought you were
fucking
just
hit my
goofing
knee.
around, but actually you make a really good point. How did I ever doubt you, Hutao? Thanks.
It's Hutao, I
When it
can't.
comes to telling tales, the storytellers have got nothing on Hutao. Sounds suspiciously like a compliment to me. I'll take it. Uh-huh. Well, at least one of you gets it. Everything in this world runs on its own set of principles, be it the circle of life or sugar and spice. You either get it or you don't. Since the Traveler seems to approve, I'll make sure to factor it in. Paimon thinks we're pretty much done here now. Let's head to Boo Boo Pharmacy next.
Oh,
Boo
are
Boo
we gonna talk to
Pharmacy?
Baiju or
You'll
Chi-Chi?
definitely get some interesting responses over there.
Maybe both? That would be nice. Like, I like Chi-Chi, but I would love to see more of Baiju. Oh, this is nice.
If
Oh, you
find
have
out
more
anything
dialogue?
interesting, you've got to come back and tell me about it.
Alright, you know, just throwaway lines. That's fine. I like hearing characters speak, even if they don't really have anything super important to say. Speaking of like, you know, like dialogue, in my Serena Teapot, which I don't really have updated, it's like still pretty empty. All of like my characters, like all of the people I have in my house, which are Shincho, Changyun, and Noelle, all had like some new dialogue, and it was just, you know, nice to listen to. Like I love interacting with these characters so much, which is why I wish Genshin went a bit more into like how Breath of the Wild did things with its characters, where like you could go to specific places and stumble across them. You know, like Chi-Chi works here, you know, and Baiju, like they work here, so like maybe you can find, you know, always Chi-Chi back there, you know, and maybe Baiju would be in here sometimes. Or like with Zhang Ling, because she's always like exploring and shit, maybe when you're just out and about, you could bump into her and maybe she needs help finding ingredients and you can help her. Like, boom, simple. But hey, here come that boy.
Oh, it's you. Is everything okay?
Why don't you have a
Why?
stool?
If it isn't the special guest who seldom visit. Less busy than usual, I see.
I was like, who is
Yikes!
talking?
What happened to Baiju's voice?
It's a snake, bruh. That scared the best out of me.
Excuse me? The neck. Oh, it's
What are you
just
being
Chang
sassy for? You don't have arms or legs. Be quiet.
Welcome, welcome. Here to procure an herbal remedy, I presume?
That's what he sounds like. I forgot.
We actually came for the conversation this time. We're here to talk food. I'm entering this year's cooking competition, so I
Chichi's
wanted
gonna
to
be
ask
like,
you
the
both.
only food I like is cocoa
Wait,
goat milk.
There's 3 of you. I wanted to ask the 3 of you what kind of food you like. Most astutely self-corrected. We shall surely supply our assistance.
You need to know what food I like? It's all the same. No flavor.
Yeah, she only likes
Chi-Chi
cocoa
has
goat
some
milk.
gustatory dysfunction and can't taste any food. Make no mistake, she's not being uncooperative.
Oh, I understand.
I wouldn't
That's
assume that.
fine.
She's like, what, 5,
Still, I
8?
expect Chi-Chi to have some sort of dietary preferences, though. There must be some dishes that you like the sensation of.
Sensation? Yes. There's one. Coconut milk.
Yeah,
Nice.
cocoa
and
goat.
cold.
Well, that doesn't help us. It's not a dish, it's a drink.
Well, you can put it in
How
food.
about you two? Any thoughts? I like bite-sized morsels of meat.
I agree with Chung Chung. Many
Okay.
of our patients are the elderly and young children. They find large chunks of fowl or seafood difficult to swallow and digest. Dishes where the ingredients have been finely
I mean, I'm
chopped,
actually
on
the
the other
same.
hand,
I
are
prefer
far more
chopped up
suitable for them.
chicken and
We
meat.
also see plenty of people with colds and sore throats who find it difficult to eat rich food. From a purely pharmaceutical perspective, I tend to recommend soups and stews.
Okay, you lost me there. I
Would
enjoy
that be medicinal
stew,
soups and stews?
but I don't like soup.
Medicinal soup. I don't like it.
I must apologize for having such a one-track mind. It's a little difficult to think about food without worrying about the health implications these days. We've had quite the endless stream of patients recently. If you ask me, I think the changing weather is to blame.
That's okay. Everyone's input counts. Keeping it seasonal and suitable for all ages sounds like a pretty good idea to Paimon. Medicinal dishes have higher demands in terms of nutritional balance than the kind of food I normally cook. I don't usually focus on medicinal properties, but since this is for a competition, maybe
Yes, that
I
is
can
true. I
score
don't
more
really think
points by
about like
taking both flavor and function into account.
I don't really think about like
Food with
medicinal properties that
substance.
much in my food.
Always better.
Only when I'm actually
Everyone
sick.
will like it.
It's a great
Everyone will
suggestion.
like it.
Thanks, everyone.
You're welcome. As long as we could help.
It's great to have a doctor's unique perspective. I'm feeling inspired.
Oh, how you flatter me.
Receptivity to sensible
Shit,
suggestions
your
make
your
for a
presence
savvy
is
chef.
flattering.
Oh, she is! Creating new dishes is Xiangling's favorite thing to do. You can be sure she'll put lots of care and attention into it. Everyone's got their hobbies, and mine is cooking. Usually I just go with my own ideas, but having a whole new perspective this time is sure to make a big difference to the end result. Great! That makes this whole trip worth it! Alright, time to move on to the next. So we've got an independent thinker's perspective and a health perspective. Next, Paimon thinks we should probably talk to some picky eaters.
Picky eater? I don't know. Do we know any picky eaters? Eugene Terrace? Like, I mean, the first person that kind of comes to mind is Zhao, a little low key because like I guess it's more so that he likes almond
Let's move out.
tofu, but like he'll eat other things. But he obviously has a preference. Like, I'm certain he eats other food. Yeah, what am I doing? What am I doing? But who'd be on the terrace? Zhongli? Is Zhongli a picky eater? He didn't strike me as one. I don't see why he would be. Ningguang makes sense. Okay. Or is that Kaching down there? Is that both of them? I've never interacted with. Oh! Oh snap! It's all three.
While the Millilith stands guard.
Hey yo! Nice.
Oh, it's the Traveler and Paimon. And Xiangling.
I think this is actually the first time I've ever interacted with Kaching. So let's make this a bit special.
Greetings, friends. It's been a while.
Yes, it
Hey,
has.
what brings
Beautiful.
you here?
Has something happened? What's with this great big stone on the ground?
Long story. So, just to confirm, I will assume responsibility for handling this stone of unknown origin. Any objections?
None here. You know how to get things done, Kuching. As long as it's with you, I can rest easy knowing that it's in safe hands.
Should I take this to mean that you doubt the relative safety of leaving this in the hands of the Tianquan?
Huh? Well, for starters, Ketching is the one who's always out running errands, rain or shine. Besides, you don't seem to give a wooden more about this whole thing anyway, so what's it to you?
Ooh, they
I was
arguing
merely
domestic
joking.
dispute?
You, meanwhile, seem only too ready to pounce when an opportunity to publicly lambaste me arises. Even when it means giving our poor mutual friend here the cold shoulder.
Yeah, I'm with you, Solar. Is this a bad time? Y'all want to talk about it?
By no means. You wish to know about the stone, I presume. Then let me invite the great seafarer Captain Beto to tell the story, if she would be so kind.
Oh yeah, they definitely got to an argument.
Fine. Well,
What'd she do? She take all the covers?
It's a big one,
She ate
right?
the last cookie?
And such a smooth surface, too. Makes you think there's gotta be a good chunk of jade in there.
It was found by a fishing crew, not far off the coast. It must have been underwater for years, so the erosion will be what's given it that smooth finish.
Finds like this cannot be kept as private property, and must be submitted to a holder of public office. Placing it into our custody will also give them peace
Wait,
of mind.
why can't you keep it?
So, what's inside
Is it because it's like it
Well,
could be
we've
like
hit it
valuable
with just about
historically or
every weapon
something?
we could get our hands
Or
on
whatever
and
the
haven't
fuck?
managed to even dent it yet. Clearly there's more to it than meets the eye.
No weapon could smash it open. Wow. Paimon doesn't think we've ever encountered encountered a stone like that before.
Kuching has taken an unusually keen interest in this giant stone, which is why we are leaving the matter in her capable hands.
Let's put that aside for a second. Traveler, what brings you here? Were you looking for someone?
Actually, we were looking for all of you. We need all hands on deck here.
Oh? Hopefully not because there's been some sort of cataclysmic event.
No, nothing like that. Paimon's just getting carried away. I just wanted to ask everyone about their food preferences.
Food preferences? That's a little unexpected.
I have rather simple tastes. Precise, pure, smart, and sophisticated. That is all I require.
What does that even
That's your
mean?
idea of simple, huh?
Oh
I summed
lord.
up my culinary requirements in 4 words. Is that insufficiently simple for you?
A few weeks out on the open ocean would fix your flawed definition of simplicity, let me tell you that.
What about you, Beto?
Me? If it's freshly cooked and piping hot, that floats my boat. If it's got a little chili pepper in there too, I'm one very happy captain.
Paimon thought you would have said bar food.
Oh, bar food works too.
I'm
As
so
for
weak.
me, it's got to be seafood.
Okay,
What, 'cause you a
got
cat?
it.
Oh, she got
So,
her eyes look
seafood,
weird.
Piping hot, and, simple but sophisticated. And that's where I would disagree. Traveler, surely you've heard of golden shrimp balls.
No.
Oh my, they're my favorite.
I
You
am
need to
so
wash
weak.
and devein the shrimp, wrap it in finely sliced potato strips, then deep fry it to perfection. There's no room for cutting corners. They're very precisely put together. They taste pure, the presentation is smart, and the skill needed to cook them is highly sophisticated. It fits Ningguang's forward summary to the letter. Huh. So what you're saying is, for all the frills and trills, good food is all the same at the core?
I heartily agree. Golden shrimp balls are a prime example. Their essence lies in combining art and nutrition in a single package. It is a dish of true value.
Okay, got it. So Kuching loves golden shrimp balls.
I didn't say that.
I'm so weak.
No,
Oh,
at least
she's
not
cute.
outright.
She's
Alrighty.
cute.
Thanks for all your input.
God damn
I'll
it,
be sure to
Kaching,
take
come
it all
home.
into
I'm
consideration.
tired of getting all these Mona
Traveler,
constellations.
Do you have anything planned after this?
No.
Good. I'd like you to help me
Wait,
investigate
what if we
something.
break it open
It's
and
about
it's
this
the fish
stone.
claymore?
You picked the right people for the job. We investigate stuff all the time.
My thoughts exactly. The Chising has a public duty to deliver our final verdict to the fishermen, but there are also some things I would like to investigate on a personal level. I'm sure you've become acquainted with the general background of the Moonchase festival. However, I have my own understanding of this festival's roots. My grandfather was a researcher of Liyue's traditions. In his notes, he indicated that there was a deity called the Stove God in ancient Liyue, which people paid tribute to at a certain time of the year. Very few written records make mention of the Stove God, and those that do are notoriously confusing.
I really feel like
Some
Wilbur
scholars
right now. I'm
believe that
just
the
kind of
Stove
like
God was
vibing.
just another title held by the Lord of Geo, but others suggest that this was a different deity altogether. One folktale even claims that the ancients found the Stove God's shrine, but there was no statue, only a huge, smooth slab of stone. Shortly after it was found, the stone was lost in transit, and it hasn't been seen since. This stone here has all the same features, so I suspect it could be the one that went missing all those years ago.
What
After
a
many years of
coincidence.
researching ancient texts, my grandfather came to believe that the practice of paying seasonal tribute to the Stove God may be best described as a festival. He called it the Stove God Festival. That would make it the forerunner to the Moonchase Festival we know today. But this is all just theory and conjecture. To prove any of it, we'd need to start by identifying who the Stove God really was. Now that Rex Lapis has passed on, and Liyue has entered the age of humankind, his successor should continue to respect our nation's culture and traditions, just as he did. That's why I think the responsibility for this situation should fall to me. It's a chance to shed light on our history, revitalize an ancient tradition, and possibly prove my grandfather's hypothesis along the way. With any luck, we'll nail all 3 in one fell swoop. It was just a couple of days ago that we received this stone. Right after we decided to use food as the central theme for this year's festival. It makes me wonder. Maybe a divine will is at work behind all of this.
I mean, it's called the
Three
stove
birds with
god,
one
so
stone,
I
huh?
mean,
That's pretty
I don't know,
efficient,
stove,
even for
food.
cooking. Hey, don't worry about that. This sounds super important, so don't mind me. Besides, we're only... Wait a second. I got it!
Oh, you thought of a
What?
dish?
Why are you shouting?
Pitching, can I tag along for your investigation?
Yay!
But
Since it's all
No
about the
but.
stove god, I might get to learn something useful about cooking along the way. It'll be great inspiration for me in the competition. Please, let me come along. I promise I'll help.
if
Yes.
it means that much to you. Okay, I suppose you can come.
Yay!
Really? Yay! Thank you so much. You're the best.
Now that that's settled, time to get going. Jingsa Village is said to be home to a lot of historical texts, so I'd like to start by making some inquiries there.
All right, then it's off to Chingsa we go.
Alright.
Sincerely, Beidou, you misunderstand me. I have many simple pleasures. I take a stroll through Yujing Terrace and one down by the harbor every single day.
Huh. Well, everyone has their way of procrastinating, I guess.
Jeez. Alright, you know, y'all handle y'all lover spat on y'all own. I ain't deal with that. Sheesh! You far. Alright, where are you? 1 for the foodies, 2 for the show. What's back here?
Hi, Granny. We need your help with something. Are there any old books around Chingsa Village? You know, from a really long time ago?
Oh, looking for ancient texts, are we? Let me think. There is an old warehouse over there, property of the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Many books are stored inside. Those that they have no room for at home. In fact, their youngest comes over this way to read sometimes.
Yeah, they're talking about
The
Shincho.
Feiyun Commerce Guild's youngest? You must be talking about Shinsho.
I didn't know
Yay!
they had a warehouse here. Let's go take a look.
Please let us find him in there. Please. My boy! I'm gonna be like, bro, like, I saw the, well, I didn't, like, really watch it, but, like, I saw the clip of, like, Changyun, bruh. Like, damn, I know you must be proud.
Help! Ah, I'm being robbed!
It came from that direction. Come on.
Want a taste of my hammer?
Reboot.
Illusion shattered!
Dodge this!
Adventure time!
Fry!
Where is he? The hell? So they found about that rock and they want, I guess they want a book with it.
I've come here to clean the book warehouse plenty of times before, but this is the first time I've run into these crooks.
I'm being robbed!
Are you all right?
I am, thanks to all of you. Hey, wait a minute. You're the traveler, aren't you? And you're with... Lady Kuching. An honor. Truly an honor.
Damn, what is
We'll try
Young Ling
not to
chopped
take up too
liver?
much of your time. I understand that this book warehouse is the property of the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Could you advise whether we might find any text relating to the stove god in this collection?
The stove god? I heard that's the Lord of Geo, right?
Huh? Really?
Yeah. A friend of mine who conducts research mentioned it once before. We use stoves for cooking, and stoves are built from rock. Some people think that the stove is a gift from the Lord of Geo. That's why they call him the stove god.
Sounds like
Seems logical
bullshit to
enough.
me.
But do you have any books on the topic?
Yeah, that's what we asked. We didn't ask for your
I,
theory.
I'm sorry, I'd have to ask the young master about that.
Oh, any questions?
Hey!
Ask away.
Oh, look at you.
It's
Oh!
Hello,
Hey!
one and all.
Why did he get what? Why is Chong Yun getting the thing frozen Ardor? I've never seen that before. Yeah, so like yeah, like
Hey
read that
guys,
if you
what
want
are you
to.
doing here?
Is
I
Shincho
was
gonna get
bored
one?
with
Why did
nothing to
Chong
do.
Yun get
I
one?
thought I'd come
I'm
out
so
this way for a bit
confused.
of reading. And then I thought, why not bring Chungyun along too?
Yes. I'm just along for the ride, really.
Oh, you're
I
so
see the
cute.
Yuham
What the
Kuching is with
fuck?
you. Whatever brings you here must surely be a matter of grave importance.
Master Xingqiu, if I may be so bold, do you happen to know if there are any texts on the subject of the stove god among this collection?
Since I personally selected which volumes to store here, I do have some recollection of their contents. If my memory betrays me not, there is one volume among them called Demystifying the Legends of Liyue, which mentions the stove god.
Might I take a look?
Certainly. If it pleases my lady, I shall lead the way. Sheng, I will take care of things here. You're free to go about your own business.
They're back! So did you find it?
Yes, Master Xingqiu has quite an exceptional memory. Demystifying the legends of Liyue does indeed mention the stove god. However, it says the following. The body of the dragon wielded a tail that could eclipse the sun, and claws to command fire and teach the ways of wisdom. Receiving the gift bequeathed unto them, humankind cooked food with fire, and thus did they prosper.
The body of a dragon? The stories about Rex Lapis say the same thing.
That much is true, but this is the only passage in the whole book. If we want to find out more, we'll have to continue our investigation. There's nothing further to discover here. It seems we'll have to look at other options.
I come from a long lineage of exorcists, and our family too has amassed a number of ancient texts. Now that you mention the stove god, I seem to recall reading somewhere that this god once appeared at the Guili Assembly. Of course, I can't say if it's true or not.
Books are penned by people. All they can do is show what the author was thinking. Everyone's mind is different, so every book on a given topic will give a different account. I apologize that we could not help in a more substantial capacity.
You helped enough, my
Your
dear.
help thus far is quite ample. Liyue is a vast and rich land. All things that existed here in the past have left their trace. So long as we do not abandon our search, it is sure to bear fruit eventually. Thank you all. We will continue our investigation elsewhere.
Ah, hold up. I had a question too. Xingqiu, Chongyun, could you tell me what kind of food you like?
Oh, Chong Yun only likes
Oh, no.
ice
You're
cream.
not thinking of taking part in the Masterful Chefs, are you?
Oh shit.
Yeah, I totally am. What's wrong? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
Shangling, this is a major event. I beg you, please don't cook anything
Yeah, because that's
strange
gonna
for this
like
competition.
trigger the
What do you
ever-living
mean,
mess out of him.
strange?
Mushroom slime stew, to give one example.
Yeah, because he can't eat that shit. That's gonna
fair
freak him
enough.
out.
That dish isn't my most popular. But that's why I'm doing all this research, so I can create some really special dishes to win everyone over.
Well, in that case, I like cold food.
That's because you can't handle hot and spicy, right?
Yes, you're absolutely right.
My tastes are on the mild side. I prefer gentle dishes with minimal seasoning. Soups and stews, vegetables and broth, seafood or freshwater fish, either boiled or steamed. These kinds of dishes I am most partial to.
No surprises from the
Everybody here has
Gulag.
such like fucking boring
Okay,
taste.
another mild child. Got it.
Besides maybe
These
kind
are
of like
just personal
Beto.
preferences, and
But yeah,
everyone's are
mild
quite
child.
different. Are you sure this eclectic mix of opinions will be of any use?
Of course. You're my customers, and putting a smile on customers' faces is my calling as a chef.
Though Xiangling's market research blade stabs often into the dark, her heart never strays from the
I'm
noble
so
path.
weak.
If anyone can win hearts and minds with their cooking, it's gotta be someone like Xiangling. She's got pure intentions and really cares about the customers.
I got off topic,
where's all
but
this
like
grease coming
for my
from?
phone case, I have this
Knock
little
it off,
flap
guys. You're
to
embarrassing me.
protect the charger part, and
Sorry
it
for
finally
holding you
broke
all up.
off, so I don't
And
have
that's
one
all
there
I needed to
anymore.
know. Shall we carry on with
Like the case
investigation
obviously
now?
still works, but like
Over to you,
I've been thinking about buying me another one and like customizing it. I'll probably
So
draw
I've
like my
learned
own
the
art.
Stove God
Have
allegedly
it like
made an
printed up
appearance
there.
at the Gueli Assembly. But today that place is largely a wasteland with few traces of human activity. Wang Shuin is close by, so let's stop off there on the way over and see what we can find out.
Hey!
Forgive us, for this is where we must part ways. May your journey be a smooth one.
Yes,
No!
best of luck. If you run into any difficulties, come and find us. We'll be only too glad to help.
Let's go! Next stop, Wangshu Inn!
Oh, so we're gonna look for Smiley Dude. Okay.
Now, which book to read today? Aha! How about this? Chongyun, pick a book, any book, and read it out loud to me, will you? That way, I can give my mind a rest.
Huh? That's why you brought me along?
Don't like that plan? Okay, then I'll read one for you. How about Young and Hopelessly Smitten?
Xingqiu, don't you think you have one too many frivolous books in your collection?
Okay. A Guide to Getting Ahead in Yujing Terrace. How about this one then?
Oh, really, Xingqiu?
Oh lord, he's over here trying to flirt, and my boy is too dense. I'm wishing you luck! Cause Chongyun is literally me! Oh! I don't know why I did that. I would've been really upset. But yeah, we're gonna see our boy! We're gonna see our boy! We're gonna see our boy! We're gonna see that boy. Do we have to summon him? Because I would love to do that. Allow me to summon him, please. Aw, I thought he was gonna be here in the kitchen.
There's Yanxiao!
Just not the Zhao I wanted.
Huh? Oh, Traveler. Who are all these people?
Friends of ours! Allow Paimon to introduce Xiangling, Guoba, and
Guoba, what are you looking at? There's
Kuching?
nothing there.
Of the Chishing? She's the,
Hi.
It's not that. It's... I mean, I'm just your typical commoner. I've never met someone as high up as the Yuhang before in my whole life.
Look at that strong body, those powerful hands, and honest eyes. This guy must be a really great chef.
Is that your type?
So is there something I can help you
Xiangling?
with? You've come a
I mean, I
long
can't
way
really
out to
blame
end
you.
up
He
at
is
Wangshu
very
Inn.
nice looking.
Let me fill you in.
Okay. I see.
Legends claim that the Stove God once appeared at the Gueli Assembly. As Wangshu Inn is the oldest extant building in this area, any historical texts from around these parts are likely to have ended up here. Is there a room in this inn for storing books? And if there is, do any of them mention the Stove God?
Well, now that you mention it, we do have a fair few ancient texts here. I remember looking through an old recipe book once. I just need to remember where they're all stored. If you're happy to wait here for a few minutes, I'll go have a look right away. Oh, Traveler, there's something I need to discuss with you.
Ooh, okay. Something about my boyfriend?
What? No, I wouldn't take your money. We're all friends here. I just wanted to ask if you had the time to make a satisfying salad for me.
A satisfying salad? What for?
Yeah, guy who hangs out on the roof terrace, you know? Good-looking fella, not too tall.
Shh! Don't you think he can hear you?
Yeah, why did you bring up
Yeah,
his height?
maybe. Anyway, you know who I mean. The boss told me to take care of him, but this guy, let me tell you, he is one tough nut to crack. He usually turns his nose up at everything that isn't almond tofu.
Okay, I was about to say, I thought he only
He
liked
once made him
almond
a
tofu.
satisfying salad, and it all went down so well. So I was thinking, could you teach me how to make it too? That way, I'll have something else in my arsenal.
Like, I'm just imagining Yan Zhao trying to give Zhao like something that's not tofu, and Zhao is just like acting like a cat, and he just like turns his nose up and just like scampers away because he doesn't want it.
Oh, so this is for show! You guys really look after him, huh?
Yeah, it's
well, that's
cute.
life, right? You gotta look out for your own people. All right then, wait right here. I'll be just 1 minute.
Clock
Alright,
is
bruh.
ticking! 59, 58.
Sorry for the trouble, traveler.
Just whatever, bro.
Here you are.
Thank you ever so much.
While Kuching's reading her book, let's make
Oof, I might have to start looking at the recording.
Xiangling, what are you gonna do? I'd love to come watch
So much
too,
talking.
but I don't want to get in the way.
Not that I
So
mind. I
I'll
like
just stay
seeing the
here with
characters
Kuching.
interact.
Okay, shall we go then?
Go ahead and get started. I'll just watch from over here. I only need to watch you make it once to have it committed to memory.
That should do it.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't I already have some of these? Yeah, here you go, bro.
All right, thanks for that. I think I've got it now.
You got all the steps down, right?
Of
That's what he
course.
just said.
Don't forget, I am the best chef around these parts.
Let's go see what Kuching and Xiangling are up to.
Can I see Zhao?
Xiangling, we're back!
You finished cooking? Good timing. We finished our reading too.
And?
How long did it take
Useful
me to make that
or no?
salad?
Useful. There is a passage concerning the stove god, and it's not what we were expecting. I quote, 60 miles to the northwest is the Guili Assembly. Many were settled there, where they hunted in groups, farmed the land, and made their living from what the soil yielded. When the stove god descended, one god became many, all of which were the height of children. As does a star when it descends into the world, so the stove god went out among the common folk and taught them to create fire. With fire, the people at last learned to make hot food, and they dined on rice congee and cooked meat thereafter. This is a radically different account from the one given in Demystifying the Legends of Liyue, and also a conflicting one.
One god became many. Does that mean there was more than one stove god?
Taking the text at face value, that is what it says.
Went out among the common folk and taught them to create fire. So did the stove god really go and teach people how to cook firsthand?
Now that's a god who truly cared for their people.
So, we've got two leads, but they contradict each other. How do we know which one to believe?
By continuing our investigation and reserving judgment for now. Thank you for this text, Yanxiao.
It's my pleasure, really. Think nothing of it. If anything, I should be thanking the traveler. Listen, you've
Yeah, I
helped
probably
me an
should have
awful
just waited
lot.
to stream
Not
this.
just
I
today,
didn't.
but in the past
I didn't
too.
think about it.
I want to make it up to you properly, and as it happens, things are pretty quiet here today. So I'd like to take the chance to treat you all. What do you say? Will you stay for a meal?
Like, I thought it was going to be
he
kind of
sure
like
sounds
the
confident in his
Sealy
cooking.
stuff where I could
I
just
like
do
that.
it, but
Confidence
I
is one
didn't
of the
think it would
best
be like a whole
ingredients a
story
chef can
thing.
have. I really want to try his cooking. I say we take him up on his offer.
It's hard to refuse a generous offer like that. Yes, I think we can fit this in. Yanxiao, we await your culinary creations with great anticipation.
I won't disappoint.
That's why all our rooms are already booked out.
taking.
The same table. We never go to a different table. I think it's always this one.
Need to get something from A
Everybody, please be seated!
You think you own the place.
I'll sit here with Guoba.
No.
Oh! That's what it sounds like?
Here we are. That's everything you ordered.
It
Ooh.
smells amazing! I think I've met my fellow finalist. It smells beautiful!
Strange. I never would have guessed that such a gifted chef worked here. This inn isn't particularly known for its food.
Everyone likes a good meal, whether they're staying the night or just stopping by for a bite. We call it an inn, but the fact is it's much more than that. We have to cater to all aspects of daily life to make this a true home away from home.
Honestly, I get
Please
that. I've
enjoy
gone
your
to
meal at your leisure.
like small
I should get
places,
back to
like
work
they're
now.
usually family owned,
Yanxiao,
and
are
the
you
food is
taking
just
part in
fucking
this year's Masterful
delicious.
Chefs?
Huh? You too?
Yup, I've signed up already, and I've got my eyes on the prize. Your cooking's delicious, Yanxiao. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the final.
Huh. Interesting. All right. I'll see you there.
What was that? Some kind of power move?
No, it seemed more sportsmanlike than that.
Yup, he's a
Do you
really
think
talented chef.
Jiangling is
His
like
food
the
was excellent,
type
and
of
it showed
power
he has
move?
a level-headed personality. That's the kind of chef that could be a match for me. I haven't had any competitive cooking experience since my cook-off with Brooke in Springvale. You're too kind. Guoba, what are you doing?
Oh, what the Guoba doing?
Guoba's eating the...
Those were Kuching's. How could you steal them while she wasn't looking?
Damn, he ate all of the sticks and all.
my golden shrimp balls.
Oh, she didn't say the line.
You ate every last one? Oh, Guoba, we've been through this. When we're with friends, you gotta be on your best behavior, okay? I'm so sorry, Kuching. I promise I'll make it up to you. What's the big deal? We can just get another plate. After all, it's Yanxiao's treat today. It's not the same, though. The moment's gone. Sure, you can eat something else, but you can never go back and change the feeling of despair as your food is snatched away from right under your nose. The dining experience is a trinity of emotion, food, and atmosphere, and you've got to have all three to make it work.
I have to say, now that you mention it, that is a very accurate appraisal of the situation.
I'm gonna make it up to you, Kuching. Is there anything you want to eat? Anything at all. Whatever it is, I'll make it for you.
I don't have high hopes for this, but equally I don't want her feeling guilty. Okay, I'll let her do this for me. If you insist, there is one dish that perhaps you could try making for me. It's an old recipe from my grandfather's notes.
Okay.
No problem. May I see it?
I'll get
Check
it to
it
you
the
when we're
time.
back in Liyue Harbor. Traveler, have you finished eating? Before we do anything else, let's head back to Liyue Harbor. I need to fetch something.
And I'm glad I ate before this too. You know, I had some chips and a like turkey and cheese sandwich with some pepper on it. It was pretty good. Yeah, I saw this. Come here.
I need to go home to fetch my grandfather's notes. Let's meet at Wanman Restaurant later.
Okay.
I'll go get everything ready. Traveler, what about you? Are you gonna do your own thing for a while, or do you want to come in and have a seat?
I
actually
have something to discuss with him. You go ahead. We'll join you later.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Traveler, come here for a moment. I need your advice on something. What do I need to do to get along with Xiangling?
I was about to say, do you, like, you seem kind of uncomfortable around her. What's going on?
Seriously? That's what's stressing you out?
What's so strange about it? Why are you
Or,
looking at
like,
me
not
like that?
uncomfortable, like in a
You're
bad
super
way, but,
smart,
like...
and you're always so sure of yourself. Paimon thought you'd never need advice from anyone about anything.
Well, that's just ridiculous. Xianling's always so warm and friendly with me.
Yeah, she's like the
This time
opposite.
especially. And now she's desperate to do me a favor. So, is that supposed to mean... we're friends already? I'm just not used to dealing with people who are so warm right from the get-go. How exactly am I supposed to respond to that?
I mean, just smile back once in a while, I guess.
Okay.
You're a pretty girl. You have a cute smile.
Noted. Thank you, Traveler. I'll see you again shortly.
Who knows? Maybe like the last option would work.
What's making Keqing so self-conscious? Paimon thought nobody would be able to get under her skin.
So we're gonna talk to Xiangling about this. She's just gonna be like, yeah, I like her. She's cool.
Hey, we're here! Hey, grab a seat. I'm just running through my ingredients to see what I'm missing. Oh, we're gonna do this now? What is it?
Paimon can explain.
This is your idea! Why you gotta dump it on Paimon? Ugh. Okay, so back at Longshu Inn, we noticed you and Keqing were getting along pretty well. So you really like hanging out with her, huh? Yep. Keqing's good-natured and easy to be around. The kind of person everyone wants to know, right? You're a braver person than Paimon. The first time we met Keqing, Paimon found her pretty intimidating. You think so?
Yeah, because when we saw her, was it her or
really
Ganyu who was like on top of the roof just looking at us?
Treats to Goba back at Longshu Inn? Yeah, she's great. We know that now. We're just talking about first impressions. First impressions? Oh, okay. Hey, have you guys eaten grilled shellfish before? They can be hard to crack at first, but they taste amazing that way. We've eaten shellfish before, but I don't think we've ever tried eating them grilled. Oh, you're missing out. I'll grill some for you another time. But anyway, Keqing's like a shellfish. Maybe a little closed off at first, but once you get to know her, she's got a soft and squishy side too. Not to mention that
What a
even
cute
after
way to
her
describe
favorite food was
Keqing.
stolen away, she was still happy looking after Guoba. I'm really grateful for that. You make a good point. You know, Xiangling's intuition for people seems really spot on. Is that why she took a liking to Keqing so quickly? Alright, let's see. We're okay for carrots and crab, and we still got some ham and mushrooms. I wonder what Keqing's recipe is gonna be.
She's competing?
What was that noise?
Whoa, is that the
What's going
fire?
on?
What was that?
What the? That bird is huge!
Yeah, we only got like a few minutes left for it to start like a new
Excuse
giant.
me.
Oh,
One shall not
hey!
be addressed in
Cloud
such a manner.
Retainer.
One
What's
shall
that?
be known as Adeptus, whose name, should you care to mention it, is Cloud Retainer.
Cloud Retainer. That does sound like an Adeptus name.
Well spoken. One shall let this young lady's enlightened words atone for the ignorant ones of her friend.
Girl, why are you talking to us like you don't know who we
A while
are?
it has indeed been, traveler. Does one surmise correctly that you hasten hither to partake in the Moonchase festival? Ah, so even the illustrious traveler has been summoned to attend the Moonchase festival. As expected, this year's theme stands proud against the test of public scrutiny.
The theme? You mean Feast of the Bounteous Land?
The very same.
Why
Moonchase
did she turn
festival
around and
falls
ask me
during the
that? Like, I
season
know
when
what's going
many
on.
cooking ingredients are ripe. Hence, it is a fitting time to enjoy the finest of foods. One noticed the relative pomp and ceremony with which this year's affairs are being conducted, and could not abide to stand idly by. Let it be known that one's culinary proficiency and ingenuity is uncontested in all the world. Thus does one now appear in this realm, that those who inhabit it might witness one's latest creation, a supreme cuisine machine.
A supreme cuisine machine.
A supreme cuisine what? What's a supreme cuisine machine?
A microwave?
Patience. One's purpose
Maybe.
here today is to meet and to greet. Nothing further. All shall be revealed before your very eyes when the time arrives. Traveler, you are one who has witnessed much of the culinary world. When the day comes, one would be most pleased to see you in attendance, offering your most vociferous ovations.
Oh, so we're officially invited?
Nice.
That which is implicitly understood needs not be made explicit, let alone official. I shall say no more and dwell here no longer. Await my word. Be there or beware.
This bird always disappears just as quickly as she shows up. Oh, wait, not bird, Adeptus. Hey, wait! Isn't she technically an illuminated bird, though?
You want her to
She seems
smite
like
you?
someone very prestigious and very talented at cooking. She definitely loves her food.
What are you all huddled together over here for? The Adeptus left already.
Who is that?
Yay,
Oh,
Kutching's
okay.
back.
Sorry I kept you waiting, Xiangling. This is the recipe from my grandfather's notes. They're not in the best condition, so rather than bring them out of the house, I just transcribed the recipe. Unfortunately, the texts my grandfather worked with were very old. Usually faded, damaged, or both. Some parts are missing from this recipe, too. Do you think you'll still be able to work with it?
Oh, okay. Let me take a look. Give me some time. I need to look into it.
Sorry for the trouble.
Oh, you're all here?
I knew
That
Ganyu
voice
was gonna
sounds
come.
familiar.
Sorry to interrupt your conversation. I was in the area buying a few things, and I heard the disturbance, so I felt compelled to come take a look.
You mean Cloud Retainer? I saw her too. She just suddenly showed up right in the middle of the street. Whatever adeptal power that was, she certainly knows how to make an entrance.
Lady Kutching, you saw her too? Do you, have a moment? I need to discuss something with you.
What is it, Ganyu? Has something urgent come up while I've been out?
No, it's nothing work-related. I wanted to ask about, something personal. Is that okay?
A personal matter? Involving me? Surely I haven't done anything improper recently, have I?
Please, Lady Kutching? This is really important to me.
Oh, okay.
I noticed Cloud Retainer was here for quite a while. Did she say anything about... me? When I was young?
About your childhood? No, nothing at all.
What? Really? Whew. Thank goodness. I was getting really worried. Once she gets talking to people, she tends to go off on all sorts of tangents. So I was worried she might have bored you with some stories about me.
Oh, don't worry. I know some stories from your childhood
Your
already.
name didn't even
so.
come up, so you've nothing to worry about.
Kutching, how are you not asking a bunch of questions right now? There's obviously some juicy gossip here. Aren't you
Not me
curious
nodding.
to find out what it is?
Please, no, don't do that to me.
Of course not. Whatever it is, I'm not curious and I'm not going to ask. If Ganyu has a secret and she wishes to keep it that way, nobody should make it their business to try and get it
Tell
out
him,
of her.
Queen!
That's just basic decency, is it not?
Ooh.
Yes, ma'am. Paimon will never bring it up again.
Kutching, I
heard
you.
you're looking for a girlfriend.
You're so kind
I
and
see
considerate.
that.
I've always seen that in you.
What's that got to do with... Honestly. Go on, you should be getting back now.
Oh my, you're right. I should. Okay, everyone. Please excuse me. I should get back to work now. Take good care of Kutching for me.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Don't worry, Ganyu. We will.
I'm so weak.
Thanks.